If you feel like your trading or your strategy has been missing something, or if you're just a new trader trying to find your way, you're going to want to tune into the rest of this video as I invite a guest speaker to talk on the subject of volume price analysis. Let's get into it. Matt, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matthew Rusch, aka Rusch Trades. Thanks for having me on, Dill. I really appreciate it. I hope that you can all gain some value from this video, and hopefully my insight on volume price analysis will be able to teach you all something.
Oh yeah, the knowledge will definitely be in this one. So if you guys have not already, you guys know the drill. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and leave Matt's and I's socials in the description below, so you guys could go ahead and give us some love on our socials as well. But let's get into it, Matt. Do you want to go ahead and explain what is volume price analysis and basically where and how you learn this in general?
Well, in simple terms, volume price analysis is using volume and price action, aka candlesticks, to get a better read on the market. This can be used in any financial market, including stocks, cryptocurrency, forex, any financial market whatsoever.
Yeah, I like how you added that you can use VPA in any markets, basically, including forex trading, currencies outside of the US, trading options, any markets in general. And I want you to now go in and kind of explain where and how you learned this concept of volume price analysis, and also what markets you use it in as well.
Yeah, so I use VPA in options trading markets. I use it just to trade for SPY specifically. That's all I've been trading since I started trading. And so I learned the concept of volume price analysis from Team Bull Trading, actually. Shout out Team Bull. They recommended a book called Volume Price Analysis, or A Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis, to say the full complete title. It is by the author Anna Cooling, and that book has opened my eyes to trading. Ever since I read that book, I've seen the market in a completely different manner, and it's a book that I recommend that all beginner traders read.
Definitely some great groups right there to learn and to get some education from. Do you think that any beginners should take this route as well, or how do you think that a beginner should take their steps into learning and using VPA?
Yeah, so I'd say definitely, obviously recommending the book by Anna Cooling. That is where I've attained the most of my knowledge, but then going in and putting that knowledge to work. So that comes with back testing, and for me personally, I had to get off of smaller time frames. I was a 1 minute warrior, you could say, and I was just bouncing around on that 1 minute time frame, getting shaken out of moves. And so using VPA can work on a 1 minute time frame, but what I've noticed is going on higher time frames can lead to higher probability moves as well as larger moves. And so I've been really back testing on a 5 and a 15-minute time frame to determine where does the best VPA happen and what type of anomalies and confirmations am I looking for to either play trend or play trend reversal. And so to really sum it up, I would recommend that beginners go in and look at 5 and 15-minute time frames and notice at the tops and at the bottoms of trends when we make our reversals, what are we doing in terms of candlestick price action, and what is the volume looking like in those areas, and you can start to get a read on how volume should look for a strong reversal, how volume should look for a weak reversal, and so on. And so just taking notes on these things and just continually backtesting for different market environments is what I plan to continue to do, and something that I recommend for a lot of beginners. And it's just a great way to get a read on the market.
Yeah, backtesting. It's one of the most important things that you could possibly do if you're trying to be a successful trader. I think that you personally are one of the biggest influencers of that in general that I've met. Just backtesting, you do it so often, and you do it just only backtesting price action, and it's helped you out so much, I've seen, just in your VPA trading. So to that, I wanted to ask if you have any tips or any other forms of advice that you could give some beginners in your own personal strategies that you look for while you're trading VPA.
Yeah, so as far as some tips and other things, I guess I could just go over to my Think or Swim real fast too. show the beginners exactly what I tend to look for and kind of how I backtest as well, so hopefully give them some insight. So going over here, this is my Thinkorswim. This is Friday and on a 5-minute time frame. So to get started, a few things that I'll look for when I'm backtesting would be I'll notice that we have these market tops, we have these market bottoms where we see big moves up or down from. I'll first look into whether we are at any key areas of support or resistance when I'm doing my backtesting. So as you can see here, this price level would be the previous day's close, and up here we have this 414.50 to 415 area of supply, which we saw this sell-off from. This is all just within Friday, and so when I was going back to backtest, what I can look for is how does volume react when we get up to these key areas or down to these key areas, and how do candlesticks and price action react as well. So as you can see, we get this push up here and we start to see very high volume with a very small spread of candles. That shows that profit taking is commencing, and we start to see a small move down from there. We then see that buyers get a failed move up to a failed higher high on lowering volume, and so the psychology behind that can show that buyers are not interested in bringing the price higher. We then see the next leg down because of that, and so if you are able to read VPA, you see this very low volume candle here on the 5-minute that is a test of higher highs and cannot break through. And so you can enter into puts here with a very tight stop loss, and it would go in your direction very nicely. So then going back and back testing different things like this is what I recommend and exactly what I do. And I just test how we react at key support and resistance areas, and I will take notes on how volume looked, how price action looked in terms of exactly what candles we were printing, how many candles potentially it took for the reversal to happen, and how big of a reversal happened as well, because you need to know what to expect and what risk reward you're looking for in your trade depending on what key level it's at. So those are the things that I would definitely recommend for beginners, and just some tips into how to backtest and how I've been doing my backtesting, and I hope that you guys can definitely get some value from that, because backtesting has been something that I've struggled with, and I don't feel like there's a clear route necessarily on how to backtest. So I hope that this can help some people out, and it's definitely helped me out.
Dude, I think those were some great tips on backtesting and how you personally will go about looking at the market and what you look for exactly as well. You gave examples from the most recent day that you could have, so I couldn't thank you more for giving our viewers basically the best example possible. From here, do you basically want to go into your outlook on the strategy and how you'll plan to take your strategy from here to the future?
Yeah, so as far as my outlook on future of my trading strategy and just my trading in general, it really just comes down to more backtesting. Backtesting in trading is the most important thing in my opinion. It's what gives you the confidence to take a trade, to know where to enter, where to exit, what amount of gains you should expect, or what amount of risk you should expect to put on the table as well. And so knowing all of these things before you go into a trade, knowing what price action and other things like that to expect is going to be key to developing your edge and knowing what to expect and look for when going into the market. So that leads me into also just realizing what your strengths and weaknesses are in different market conditions, whether we are trending or consolidating, and knowing how to adjust to those market conditions. That's something that is vital, and that comes with backtesting as well. So really the biggest key for me and for any newer trader is going to just be to backtest, and just keep up on your education, whether that means books, videos, joining discords or courses, whatever that means to you, to really just get the most education that you possibly can. Take notes, because you're never going to become a better trader if you don't put in the work. And so I just want to leave you guys with a quote from Kobe Bryant. It is, "Every day it's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constant getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that really matters." And I think that that really correlates to trading, because in first we like to see results, but at the end of the day we will not as beginning traders. It is the constant grind and dedication to improvement that is going to get you to where you want to be with trading. And so that is what I can recommend to beginner traders, just to continue grinding, continue doing what you're doing, and the results will pay off in the future.
Yeah, Matt, thank you so much just for going out and giving our viewers all of that education in general. They should be able to take everything that you said and just run with it and make their trading a lot better. I'm hoping that this is that key piece of information that struggling traders have been missing that they can add to their trading and make their strategies a lot better. And also for the beginning traders out there, they can take this and possibly build strategies based off of this. So one more thank you again for coming on and speaking to everybody today. I hope that everybody was able to learn something from my special guest today. So on that note, I hope everyone has a great rest of your guys' weekend, and I'll see you guys for the trade recap for tomorrow.